Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and we are over on Fjordur, Ark's newest map, and I want to show you a little trick that I've used many times before, and how to do it over on Fjordur. So this is basically a free way to tame a never-ending supply of basilisks. All you need are some basic eggs. You can see them right here. Fertilized rock drake eggs, wyvern eggs work just fine. You need a single foundation and a light pet. Now, the reason you need a light pet is pretty simple, because you can put a foundation on top of a light pet, and there's nothing that your light pet, like your light pet will just sit there protected from the basilisk, because he's basically going to be our bait. So I'll go ahead and smack this down right now, right? And then there's two things you want to do. You want to put a couple eggs down ahead of time, and that is something that's important. You want to drop a couple eggs. You can see there's one there. I'm going to put one on the other side. We're right on top here. Oops, not what I meant to do. Hit this button, and then boop. So now we've got two eggs ready to go. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to pull the basilisk into this stone foundation. He is going to aggro onto your little friend down there and continue to try and bite your little friend. While doing so, he is going to be picking up these eggs and taming in the process. It's a pretty cool little design, and I'll go ahead and show you using a spyglass as well. I believe I have awesome spyglass turned on. And we'll show you his progress and all that kind of stuff. Really the hardest part of this whole thing is getting him aggroed to you and finding a basilisk. But as soon as you find one, you just have to do that exact setup that I did right there. Make him pop out of the ground. He'll chase you up until he gets to the aggro on this guy right here. And you just have to run right over the top of it. It's literally that easy. And you'll see he's coming after me. He sees my little pet friend, and he will go after it. Now, if he doesn't go after it, and see how he's chasing me right now, you want to essentially pull him over next to this and then lose aggro. You could do so by doing whatever you want to, by using any sort of tame, a flyer, or anything like that, and he will aggro onto it. So you can see how I've gone up, and we got to get his aggro off of me and pull him onto, there he goes. Okay, so see how he just ate one of those eggs? He is now aggroed onto our glow pet, and you can see that's what we're trying to get done. So you can accomplish this by doing it however, like literally however you want, and you can see that we are 99 taming effectiveness and at 65%. There is an egg right there, and he will continue to bite and trying to kill that thing. Now, what you want to do realistically is you want to have a light pet up above, and you want to throw it out of your inventory, and you kind of want to launch your egg on top of this guy's head. So you can just go 1, 2, 3 if you want to. Oh, never mind. They're too high up away from the air conditioning because they're 0 health eggs. So you can like launch them down onto his head as long as they come out of your inventory and not your flyer's inventory. So he'll continue to try and bite this thing until he's hungry again, and he will grab the next egg. Now, you're literally just like abusing the system essentially. You can leave render, and that's just fine. He's going to continue to try and do this. And this is how you tame them. So, I mean, it's literally super easy. So you can see this is a level, 15 basilisk. Pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and back up and go out of render range so we can see if we can get him to pull this. And out of render range we are. And you'll see he's trying to, so he does that little like rear up, and he grabs an egg and then tries to get your stuff. And he will continue to try and do this. So he's still not ready, it looks like. 65 taming effectiveness. Notice how my glowtail is not taking any damage either. He's just chilling there. We're just waiting for this guy to be ready to eat again. And that's all you got to do. You'll kind of see the difference when he rears up in the air. Instead of rearing up to like fire a ball downwards, he's going to fire, do like a little, almost like a little passive tame looking thing. And he's going to go after it that way. It does take a little bit of time sometimes. You can get him aggroed back onto you if you want to try and like change the system a little bit. Like, so pull your whatever flyer you're on. See how he went red there? So pull your flyer a little closer and then just go straight up in the air. And he will eventually lose his aggro on you and go back to the actual thing down there. Now again, you're just trying to sit here and wait for him. You can sit and wait all day. I can fast forward it, and he will eventually tame by eating those things. So, all right, so I didn't do it for that long. He kind of like got aggroed to something that came near it and then went right back to the eggs and then tamed and kind of walked behind me there. So basically it's a pretty simple thing. You just have to continue to do this. Now, if you find another basilisk, you can do the exact same strategy, and it works just fine. That's all you have to do. Just have to continue to keep them near those eggs so they will eat. I'll see if I can find another. There's another basilisk right there. So I'll go ahead and pull this guy. And again, you can do this on a flyer. So like get a pteranodon and kind of like avoid the shots and then just slowly pull him over here. And he'll follow you the entire way there. And then as soon as you get close to your thing, you want to pull him off and basically just go straight up in the air, and that's going to prevent him from so right here, and now we're just going straight up in the air. So now he's been aggroed, and you're going to notice that he's like, okay, now I'm pissed, and he's going to try and attack your thing. But see that little like weird roar that he does? He'll grab an egg as soon as he does that little weird roar, and you're just waiting for that to be over. Sometimes it's a true waiting game where you just have to literally wait for the guy to be done, and that's it. That's that simple, and you can continue to like glitch tame this the entire time. If you want to try and make it faster, it can work a little bit better if you drop down to get him aggroed to you, and then just kind of like pull his aggro so he moves a little bit, and see how he's kind of like moving, and then he kind of like loses his aggro and goes back over there. What he does essentially by doing that is you're just changing his position a little bit, and then if you're feeling a little more comfortable as well, you can drop down a few more eggs from your inventory, not from your birds, from your inventory. That's kind of like the key thing. So just drop another egg or two down there, and he will move around a little bit, and then again he'll do that little roar when he's ready to eat. I've never seen him do that before. That's kind of hilarious. But that is like the taming glitch right there. So he's just going to continue to try and bite it until he sticks his head up in the air, and that's how he continues to take those bites. So anyways, hopefully this little video helps you out and helps you get some basilisk. They're pretty easy to tame when you use it like this. And that's it. Teach. Out.